Anytime I do a song, it always messes me up. Okay, so now let's go back to our Reco. So I just hope that you guys are grateful for your business and you're grateful for our Shy family and Andrea for showing up every week with her little one that she lost today. Couldn't find. How many times have y'all lost your kid? I lost my kid a lot, especially Kevin. He disappeared a lot. So anyway, I'm excited that you guys are on. It is November 9th, 2020. We are so ready for this year to be over for so many reasons, but we are grateful that we are here. So last week we talked about what does the word dream mean? And I just want to kind of review this real quick because I thought it was so powerful. I started to skip this. Oops, sorry about that. I started to skip this because we did it last week, but I just think it really had an impact. And so D is for dedication. R is for responsibility. E is for education. That's what you're here right now for. A is attitude, had an attitude adjustment every day. M is motivation. So if you can kind of review these every single day when you wake up, you know, what's my dedication level? What am I responsible for today? Am I responsible for my business? How am I going to show up to my business? How am I going to feed myself with some education? How am I going to keep my attitude straight? And what is going to motivate me? And just working with that consistency and showing up every day for your business. So let's hang on to the DREAM philosophy. All right. So career path introductions. Where are you going to choose to land on November 30th? So let's review who our senior consultants are. I know you ladies are like, I'm so being a senior consultant, I want to be a red jacket. That is your choice. We can do it. So we need to show up for each other. And I just did something way cool with Molita Daly tonight. We actually did a recording for her Star Search for Thursday night. And I'm going to be tuning into her Star Search Thursday night and checking out what they're doing and thinking, is that something we might want to start doing? So it's basically a guest event. Consultants and guests show up. The first week she did it, she had a few people show up. The next week she had a few more come, then a few more, then a few more. It's about 30 minutes long. And it's just sharing the marketing plan and giving just facts about Mary Kay, the marketing plan for your guest or for your guest to be a talent scout. And, you know, for them to think of who do they know. There's no pressure to buy or sell anything. It's just facts. And so in the month of November, because it's Thanksgiving and everything, and it's Thankful Thursday, she's having all of her Mary Kay buddies. And she interviews us. So I just think it's a great platform. And I thought it was very effective. And she gives away lots and lots and lots and lots of tickets for comments and then does just a prize giveaway. So it's just facts. That's all it is. So we'll be looking at whether we want to kind of start that as well. So I'm just really proud of our senior consultants. Let me tell you what, you are ahead of people who are not senior consultants yet. So give yourself a pat on the back. I know tonight Amy is on. Who else is on? Jules must still be at work. Christine is on. Consuelo is on. It's kind of hard for me to see. There's Amy's pretty face. So I'm just so proud of you ladies that you are stepping up and making this happen. And then our red jackets, of course, the beautiful, yet she says she's very hot right now. Stacy Swallows, it's so hot here, it's humid. Okay, what can we be thankful for? You have air conditioning. And of course, Marcia Stevens, just always just rising to the occasion and really being that leader that people need them to be. So, and their commissions are higher. So we're excited about our team leaders, Jackie and Sayonara. With at least 5 active team members. They are on their way to going on target for their car if that's what they choose to do, and doubling their team size to 10 by the end of this month and going DIQ. So new elite team leader position. And when you hit this elite team leader position in the month of November, you're going to have a special prize from your director. So let's see who can focus on 8 active personal team members. You guys, I was just doing a little bit of marketing with somebody this past weekend. And I said, when you think about $30, like $30, that's 3 trips to Starbucks and you can start a business. That's a no-brainer. So let's keep in mind how simple this is. Don't make it hard. Keep it simple, sweetie, because we would love for you to join us. Oh my gosh. These fun, awesome women, love hanging out with these women. One of the things Molita asked me in her interview was she said, what is your favorite thing about Mary Kay now? Like, you know, not in the past, but as of today. And I'm like, the people. I didn't even have to take a breath. I said the people. The money is awesome. The sales are fun. The parties are fun, but staying here because of the people. That's what makes it count. The relationships we form. And sometimes, you know, it's not perfect, and that's okay. You know, sometimes Andrea and I don't always agree. And then she figures out that I'm right. And she calls me and says, okay, I agree. And, you know, that's because she is so super smart. But, you know, she's like, it's getting close to Christmas. I better be nice to her. But you know what? We are okay. We can agree to disagree. It's kind of like the politics right now. You can agree to disagree and move on and have your own feelings and your own thoughts and your own beliefs and be perfectly fine with it. And it's all good, right? It's all good, right, everybody? Okay. Yes? Okay. We are not a country divided. We are a country united. All right. Love that. Okay, let's do some weekly reco. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so get out your Spark form. Yay, we have a new Spark form. So get that out and let's go. Start wrapping up those points. 10 points for being on live. Everybody should be writing down right now that you got 10 points this week for being on live. I hope you're all alive. Are you all alive? Give me a thumbs up that you're all alive. Okay. All right. Very good. And then 10 points if you turned in your weekly accomplishments. So Amy, Donna, Joan, Arlene, Stacy, Jules, okay, Zulema, Christine, and Alice all turned in their weekly accomplishment sheets. And if you think you did, and you're like, I thought I did, you might want to go back and make sure you did it for the week ending November 8th. Okay, we've had a couple of people accidentally do it for the wrong week and they go back and finish that up. Okay, so make sure you can edit it. You can always edit it. So faces will take you places. How many faces did you do this past week? Give yourself 10 points for every new face, every new that you saw this week. Now remember, guys, you can have hostesses and people doing parties, hostesses, and have them bring new people. And that's the new faces, because new faces are going to take you places. That was our motto a couple of years ago. I want to give a big shout out to our queen of sales this week, Miss Zulema Salceda. Whoop, she had a star week. And we want, Zulema, we want to hear from you. And then Christine, you were our first runner up. They both had star weeks. They did over $300 in sales. So Zulema, tell us what you're doing, girl. You were queen of the month last month and you're queen of the week this week. Are you going for queen of the month again?
Let's do it, baby.
All right. I love your attitude. All right. So tell me what you did this week.
I'm just having fun with my girls and I'm getting excited, getting ready to do my open house on December 5th. I'm talking to everybody and some of the girls that they've been hanging out and listening to everything I get to say about my business, they finally placed few orders. So I was like, whoop, whoop.
So sometimes the work you did last week will pay off this week, and sometimes the work you did weeks ago. Exactly. It's not all going to happen right then. So that's awesome. Christine, tell me what you did to have a star week this week.
I'm prepping for my open house, which is actually taking place before Thanksgiving. And in telling my customers, hey, I want to make sure you're there. So I have a goodie bag for you and I've got it all set up. And they were like, oh, hey, I need this and I need this and I need this and I need this. And I'm like, you don't want to wait till open house? And they're like, no, we want it now. And I'm like, okay.
just making those phone calls. So Christine, what are you saying when you're calling your customers and reminding them about your open house? What are you saying?
Hold on, because I have it saved, because otherwise I'll forget it.
Okay, I love that.
Says, hey, beautiful, happy holidays. I'm thankful and blessed to have you as one of my many customers. I want to congratulate you. You've earned holiday bucks to use at my holiday open house starting November 20th or at a holiday stop and shop with friends. Your holiday bucks are not valid unless at one of those events. Let me know ASAP which one you plan to attend. I hope you have an amazing day and happy holiday season.
And how do they accumulate these Mary Kay bucks?
Okay, so I do it from January 1 to October 31st. For every $10 they spend, they get one holiday buck.
Okay.
So I'll have customers that can earn like up to 100. The highest I've ever issued is like 145 holiday bucks to a customer. But everybody usually, if you purchase anything, I usually am generous and give you at least 5.
Okay. So basically it's about 10% of what they spend during the year.
Yeah, it essentially, yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. Very smart. So you guys who didn't do anything like that this year, you might want to tell your customers that you're going to start a new program in January. I wouldn't talk about it right now. I would talk about it right before the first of the year and say, I'm starting a new program. It's called MK Bucks. And what I would do is I would just email it to them. Now, Christine, you're actually tracking it per customer, right?
Yes, because, okay, so if you do not have the Mary Kay Customers app, I strongly suggest you go get it because I have it. I so had it like 5 seconds ago.
Okay.
So you can literally print out a report of what they spent throughout the year. And I literally just saw it like 5 seconds ago and I know I had it. So you can literally, here it is. So on your InTouch or on your customers app, you can literally go generate reports. And this is every customer who's bought with me this year.
Okay. And how much they bought.
And how much they bought. It literally, it did all the math for me. I don't have to go and go, okay, they spent $10 in January and 20 in February and 75 in August. Like it literally, like, let me see if I can hold it up.
So you just have to make sure you put in everybody's orders into the system, the MK app or the My Customers.
Yep, and then it adds it up all alphabetically for me, and then I just can go here and do, that's how many holiday bucks you get.
So My Customers is an app and you can just put it right on your phone and it's awesome. I use a different program just because I've always used it. I don't want to relearn anything, but I know, Zulema, do you use My Customers, the app, My Customers? Okay, I know, I think on our, not Andrea, I always say Andrea instead of Jules. Jules does, and her team members do. That's the only way she tracks anything. So, all right, so proud of you ladies. Y'all are always up there. It's like it switches back and forth every week. Somebody needs to knock these women off the throne. All right, although we love them. Okay, all right, Queen of Sharing. We need some people sitting here, guys. Y'all are doing so great at sharing the product. Come on, let's focus on sharing the career opportunity. So Tristina, is that Egloff or Egloff? Egloff. So Andrea, tell us a little bit about Tristina.
She was she's the mom from Girl Scouts way back when we lived in Colorado Springs, and doesn't necessarily see herself working the business, but loves being able to take advantage of all of the benefits that come with our Mary Kay purchase power and sisterhood. So,
and you know what, guys, I came in to get my products at cost and to pay off one little credit card. So don't ever prejudge. Don't prejudge. You never know. Never know. Okay, who's going to earn a medal this month? Oh my word. This is so fun. I got my email from the company and I'll have my name in the applause. So will Terry Skill for October. And it is so fun. I got the most precious postcard in the mail today from Andrea, just saying, oh, you're such a rock star. And I'm like, oh, that was so sweet. So anyway, let me tell you, it was so great to get that recognition from the company. And you know what? We have nowhere to go but up, guys. We're just going to keep growing and growing and growing. All right. So if you had anybody who is Great Start qualified, new this seminar year, make sure that you give yourself 50 points if you haven't done so already for that person. And then the rest of them are going to be completed at the end of the month. But I just want to go over real quick what all we do. So we do a Queen of Sales. We do a Queen of Sharing. We do anyone who's a firecracker. This is our new jewelry, you guys. I can't wait to get mine. I think my order is going to be here in 2 days. I'm so excited. This jewelry is just gorgeous, just for selling enough to place your qualified order this month. So do it now, do it now, do it now. And Sayonara has already done her qualified order. So proud of Sayonara. Now y'all don't add these points till the end of the month, okay? But I just want to give that recognition. Yay, Sayonara. And then igniters or anybody who does a 300 up to a 599. So we will be recognizing them. So excited that Sayonara and I are going to have our jewelry. All right. Just want to go over kind of our calendar right now. I told you that we're looking at possibly doing a Thursday night. I would be doing a star search, but I kind of want to watch Melita's and see how they do it. You know, you always want to copy someone that you look up to and that is being successful at something. And so that's what I'll be watching. And then we might be filling that in on Thursdays. But every Monday, you know, you've got this. Every Tuesday, you've got your live beauty experiences. You just have to RSVP and we will show up to that. And then you definitely want to be scheduling your holiday open house all the way through November. One of the things that I am doing, I've really enjoyed doing, is the 10 and 10, is showing 10 products in 10 minutes. And if my hostess has 10 people, including herself, do the 10 and 10 with 10, she gets her product at half price. Now, if I have 10 people on, I'm going to do some serious sales in 10 minutes and I'm going to get bookings. So it might be something you guys want to look at. And then what you do is you go back to her and say, hey, did you like getting your products at half price? Well, how would you like to get your products at half price for the rest of your life? And be able to service your family and friends and be able to have a side hustle. Something you might like. Let's check it out. Let's try it. Get your big toe wet. $30, 3 trips to Starbucks. All right. So let's talk about the fall advance. You guys, that is this Friday. Andrea, can you talk a little bit about this?
Sure. Can you, sorry, I had somebody come in and put his butt in the air and totally distracted me, but he got a new pair of shorts and he's very excited. We're all excited for you, Luke. He is now home. Okay, got off track. You know what? This is something that I've never participated in, but I can tell you this much. Each and every month, each and every week, you need to be tapping in. I mean, God says tap in to the source, and we should be doing that every single day. My girlfriend said, the word over the world. And I love that. She always has the word before she gets into the world. But on a Mary Kay basis, our weekly meetings are awesome. But then on a monthly basis and then a quarterly basis, we really need to plug into sometimes a different message or a different voice. It can be the same message, but you know, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So I took Joanna's advice from the get-go and I went to every training, and she might have said the same thing to me 4 times, but it wasn't registering. And then all of a sudden, national sales director said it and I was on fire. And she never took offense. But Joanna also knew that she's such a humble leader. She said, you know what? I don't care where you get it. Just show up, because you never know where you're going to get it. And I got my fire the night that I went to fall retreat. Excuse me, it was January Jumpstart. And I didn't even really want to be there, but I heard something. It was a story, and it gave me a perspective of where I wanted my life to go versus where my life was currently going. I was going to be a working mom forever. I was going to put my kids in daycare at 6 a.m. It was just what my expectation was, because I didn't know there was anything else. So you really always want to expand your horizons. And this is just another opportunity. You guys, I have a new unit member. She just spent $1,500 to go to a retreat to get in front of somebody who could give her a thought and a vision of business that she's never had, because she lives here in my community and most people just go to work for other people. They don't have a level of influence and education and just creativeness that you have in this pink bubble. I honestly think you're a fool for not taking advantage of what Mary Kay gives us, especially the company, but then all these other things that are being available. This is a free opportunity. You just need to sign up. And when I signed up, let me just tell you how this worked. I had to commit, and then I had to show what I was going to do with this newfound information and inspiration. And so I sort of made a promise to Julia Burnett. And so I do not want you guys to say I want to be on if you're going to flake, if you're not going to show up on Friday, but it'll be pretty amazing for those of us who do it, because I always believe that faith without works is dead. So you can work all the time. If you don't have faith, you're not going to go anywhere. But if all you do is say, oh, I'm going to have a great month, but you're not doing the pushes on a daily basis, God's not going to give you anything to celebrate at the end of the month. So I think that that's so powerful. So make sure you text myself or Joanna.
And it's just Friday night. You can see the times right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can watch it in your pajamas. Nobody's going to see you. You can have your kids around, mute yourself. It doesn't matter. It's going to be amazing. So thank you.
Okay, it was question. I know actually, and Christine really wanted to be there too. She texted me. I don't know. I think I'm able to record it. I cannot guarantee it, but I think I can. So we'll just keep our fingers crossed that I might be able to do the watch party through the Zoom, and then I can record it.
Okay. So we'll
yeah, so just still text me if you're interested. And then I would say that if you are interested, I would expect a commitment to watch it within the 48 hours, because you should be able to look at your calendar right now and fit in the time. I believe it is right there. It's 3.5 hours. So I might have to record it in sections. So you just need to, commit to that and put it in your calendar, and then let me know when you're going to be watching it.
Okay. Thanks, Andrea. We appreciate you.
Okay. Joe, I have one other thought when you have a moment. It was about the recruiting.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, good. So I did get a text. So y'all just text myself or Joanna if you are very interested, because I do think it's going to be great. I think Julia Burnett hails from Pam Shaw. Excellent. I mean, honestly, one of the best educators. She comes from an education background, but her communication style is so profound. She's so wise. She's so grounded in her faith. So you're going to be getting truth-based principles that will impact your life. And so Leah Laughlin is another director that comes from Julia Burnett. So top quality. We get to be with Julia Burnett on a Zoom director meeting Thursday. So you guys, we're bringing it to you right from the inner circle. Now, I wanted to go back just real quickly. And if you don't mind, I wanted to tell each and every one of you, when Joanna was being recognized there for a gold medal, I thought it was really important. Sometimes we're focused on star or sales, and Mary Kay said book, sell, recruit. So if you want to succeed in multiple areas, just think every day, how can I have at least one booking? How can I have at least one sale? How can I at least share the business or set up an appointment to share the business? And with that mindset, you start to think, oh, I might be able to do one more. Oh, maybe I should actually look at having a medal. Oh, I'm getting closer. So I just thought it was really, really important to bring back to what's happening in our society right now. And if you're not paying attention, I would save some of these articles. I just pulled up the New York Times. Okay. There, of course, are many from the Wall Street Journal, but this says, why did hundreds of thousands of women drop out of the workforce in October? And this is a big deal, you guys, because more and more women are realizing they can't, in corporate America, they can't have their cake and eat it too. They can't take care of the virtual learning and work and be able to provide a safe and clean home. Mary Kay, it's not book, I'll recruit. That was Mary Kay's job description for us. And maybe this month you can use these conversations and just reach out. Don't do it in a blast, social media blast. If you do, that's fine, but it won't be effective until you personally reach out to each person. And I think a voice, even a Facebook voice followed up with a text message, they need to hear your voice. Hey, Susie, I was just thinking of you. I was reading in the Wall Street Journal that 165,000 women left the workforce because they have children. And I know you have children. And I just wanted to share a little facts about why women are joining our company in record numbers. It will only take about 10 minutes. Is there any reason why I couldn't share? I get to give you a little gift. So that's what I wanted to remind everybody, just to use what's happening to further your message.
I love that. And Andrea will post that cute little script on Superstars.
What script?
Yeah, that you just said. That was awesome.
They can just rewind and then they can write it down.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So
I'm going to have to rewind and write it down. I don't know what I said. No,
so it is true that team building is a mindset. And just like selling the product is a mindset and it's confidence. And once you do it, once you do 9, 10, 50, 100, 10,000 marketing shares, you're going to be great at it. It takes practice. But I want to recognize everybody who's on target right now for this gorgeous necklace. They have done the qualified order every single month since July. And that's Jamie, Zulema, Marcia, Elizabeth Deere, Christine McKnight, Evangelista. We are so proud of you guys. You are stretching. We know you are stretching. And I know you're going to do it in November and December too, because that's just your consistency. And that's how awesome you guys are. But I just wanted everybody to see your names and just know that you are working. Okay, so what level are you going to be committed for in November? So, we're looking at the gold medal, the silver medal, the bronze for team building. And then this is your charms, your perfect start, your power start plus. You guys, people who do a power start plus every single month build Cadillac units. So it's just a choice. Just choose. And you can change her hair to blonde or brunette or whatever you want. But I like the red. All right, and then these are all of our peeps. So proud. This is for our consistency club. This is through October. And those who have done at least a 225 wholesale, they've sold at least 450 retail during the month and did their order in 4 out of 4 months would be Zulema, Jamie, Marcia, Amy, Maureen, Christine, and Sayonara. You guys are rocking it. You have missed no months and you get to miss 1 month and you guys have missed 0 months. So we're going to be doing something special for everybody who goes all 12 months, but you guys have rocked it. And then 3 out of 4 months is Heidi, Robin, Elizabeth, Debbie, Erin, Stacy, Adajani, Joan, Yay, Christina, and Consuelo. And I love it that so many of you guys are on. We are so proud of you. Don't miss another month this year, okay? Sell at least $450 a month so that you can do that 225 wholesale. All right, there are 5 weeks left this quarter. 5, okay? So what star level are you gonna land at? So Andrea, why don't you talk real quick about the star certificates?
Oh, perfect. Nice segue there. Beautiful. Okay. I don't want you to share my screen. Can you share your screen and go to Facebook?
Yeah.
Because I have millions of tabs and it doesn't.
Fuss at you.
Yeah. I don't want to be fussed at.
I'll be like, why do you have so much stuff open?
Although I will tell you, with the web designer that I work with, she has triple mine, so I don't feel so bad.
Your partner in crime.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go to.
Okay, so while she's doing that, let me just chit chat a little bit and tell you a couple things that were on my heart with the star. You know, being somebody who finishes early was a mindset that I got into pretty early in my career, but then I saw Daisha Wiegand, and Daisha Wiegand built her entire national area. You guys, she was 23 as a brand new national. She'd only been in the company for like 2 years. And her mindset was, we're going to finish early. Now, this was way back when there were some intense qualifications, but finishing early really is that mindset that to be a star, all you need to do is 20 in the morning, 20 in the afternoon, 20 in the evening time. Woo, right? $60 a day, 5 days a week. Well, that's great if you're actually getting your butt up and getting excited about your quarter. But many of us, well, slack off on certain days. And then we're like, oh, we'll catch up tomorrow. Same thing about a diet. Well, unfortunately, it gets harder and harder and harder. But you can do powerful things when you make a decision. And I thought it was really great to revisit the STAR certificates way before December, because right now you can be using the STAR certificates during your holiday open house or your phone calls to people to let them know about your, maybe you're not doing a holiday open house. I'm actually going to be doing a trunk show where I drive my holiday open house to a couple of my key people that I just want to be face to face with, but they may not come to my house. So you got to think of 3 or 4 different ways to promote your holiday things. Great idea for men. You can go to them. You can also have this as an email or a text message. So a STAR certificate, this is so beautiful. And for 99, or excuse me, let me see if they, can you go to the next page just to see what it says on the actual? Okay, so Joe has always taught us to do the 125 value for 99, right, Joe?
Yes.
Okay, so the 99 is important. This one, now go backwards, I'll read it. So this is just beautiful. And these are the small pictures. In the next slide, you'll see they're actually the individual JPEGs, but let's just read this together. Even if you haven't sold anything or ordered any products this quarter, you can still be a star. And for just $99, your current clients, potential new customers will receive a STAR certificate valued at $125. So this could be anyone now in the month. Think about it as finishing STAR before Thanksgiving. What a great treat. And I think a lot of us, we're not setting those fun goals each week with a reward. I want to remind you, we might be having goals and we might be missing or making our goals. Let's make sure we add in something fun. I was shopping yesterday and I almost bought something fun and I stopped myself. I was like, you haven't set a goal. If you want this, you need to set a goal. And so I actually had to get out of that store and ask myself, what am I going to have as a reward? Ladies, this is why Mary Kay said we've given up dreaming. She wanted to bring back dreaming. So set that goal and then use this STAR certificate as well as your regular booking to make it happen. It's beautiful. All you need to do is set a goal to sell 18 and you have an $1,800 investment. Now that's great. If you are somebody who doesn't know how to start your inventory, you need to get an inventory you've never stocked up, that would be huge. Sometimes we take things for our own family and we haven't paid the piper. So we embezzle and then our inventory gets screwed up, or we give gifts. All of that is great because we can write it off, but we've got to sometimes put in more to get our store the variety it needs. So you can set your goal to sell 18, finish STAR, or sell 36, and then you have a 50% bonus investment or a profit, I mean. So these are really great, but they're beautiful. So I downloaded the certificates for you. And as Joanna had showed you on the next slide, these are now in both a JPEG, and if you want to have the PDF, I will go in and do that next. You can do one more for me, Joe. So you can print these over at FedEx, yeah. And I did this as a JPEG, it's a picture, but I'll also put in the PDF so that you can not only download it to your computer, but you can print them off on either method. Put it on a card stock, or better yet, save the money and just send it as a text message or an email. That's what I would do.
Love it. Brilliant idea. You guys, I would jump on this like tonight. Get those text messages set up and jump on this tonight. Okay, thank you for that. And I think I lost my slideshow. Hang on, there we are. Okay, I'm getting better at this, guys. Y'all need to be giving me a thumbs up. Okay, all stars, y'all are on target for being our all stars, so keep up the good work. Here are all of our stars from the first quarter. I can't wait to add your pictures again. And then of course, we always want to have our visuals of our princess court, of sharing and selling, and make sure you have pictures of this in your office, next to your computer, on your bathroom mirror, so that you know what you're going for. And then this is the national courts. Oh my gosh, you guys, you have no idea what this is like. Walk across stage, wearing your gown, and we are just, you know what? Forget this COVID thing. We are doing seminar. That's all there is to it. Okay, now I want to go into real quick, because we've got about 10 minutes. We talked about this last week, and I love this. Your past does not predict your future or even today. It is merely a learning experience that you can use to correct, amend, and grow from as you progress in life. Let's learn some stuff. Okay, so how many of you did the challenge that I gave you guys last week? I told you I want you to contact 5 people who intimidate you or that you have not really reached out to talk to. How many of you reached out to at least one person? At least one. Okay, Christine, that's good. Who else? Just put it in the chat box. Okay, Amy did. How many of you reached out to 2? Did anybody reach out to more than one? Did that one person scare you? Or you just ran out of time? Okay, so I want to give y'all this challenge again this week. If you did one, you've got 4 more to go. If you didn't do any, reach out to 5 people who you haven't contacted for whatever reason, and just contact them. Just say, hey, I would love to have you have a Mary Kay experience virtually and get your opinion on our products and just how I do my virtual parties. You can invite some friends and get some discounts, and just invite people. Just say, we're gonna have a girls' night out, okay? That's all there is to it. Okay, wanna talk to you guys about what our song was about, and that is gratitude. Oh, look, I'm not so white now. Okay, so, I know my screen reflects. I'm like, oh, I need help with my camera. First off, I wanted to address something that I did not get to last week, and that is right now, there's so many things sold out. I get it. I'm frustrated too. If you have a stockpile of the copper and pyrite foil eyeshadows, please, and you don't think you'll sell them, let me know, because people are scrambling for them. Okay, let me know how many you have and how many you'd be willing to give up, because people are scrambling for them. But I want to encourage you guys. This is so against the norm in Mary Kay, because we're supposed to carry our own inventory or use customer delivery service. But even Lowe's is running out of stuff because vendors aren't being able to produce stuff. So if you guys need to swap products, please contact your director or contact a sister consultant. But here are the rules. If you swap product with someone and you do not have what they want in place of it, then you pay them for that product. And it's up to them whether they want to charge you retail or give you a 20% or 30% or 40% or sell it to you at their cost plus tax on the retail. Because, you know, we really don't want to be stepping on each other's inventory, but at these times, these are very unprecedented times. I think being able to help each other out, and if you've got things that you're not moving and you've got enough of it and you don't mind, then definitely be reaching out to swap with people because, we are all like scrambling right now for some of these products. And if you have a lot of something that you don't think now you're going to move for the holidays, just post it on our Superstars Facebook page and say, hey guys, if anybody's looking for this or this, in the limited edition or anything that is out of stock. If it's not out of stock and we can order it on customer delivery service or we can order it through our own orders, that's different. But if it's out of stock, it's limited edition, then we definitely want to help each other out there. Okay. So just be very nice about it and make sure that you show grace and that you make sure that you give them what they want. And, there's going to be some shipping involved because we're all over the country. So just kind of keep that in mind. Okay. So I wanted to talk to you guys real quick tonight. It's not really a Mary Kay training. It's more of a mental training and a spiritual training because our country is there's a lot of scary stuff going on. And I have to tell you that even I have lost a little bit of sleep over the stress of just everything going on and potential rioting and just all that kind of stuff. The good thing about where we live is my husband said nobody is going to riot or storm Cave Creek, Arizona, because everyone here has weapons and everyone knows it. So we're not real worried about us, but there are just crazy things happening all over the country. And first thing I want to do is say, if you're a prayer warrior, please keep our country in prayer. I mean, just right behind, yourself and your family, please keep our country in prayer. But, I want to, talk a little bit tonight about gratitude and really taking every situation and turning it into a positive. And so basically gratitude is the gateway. And the way Allison said is gratitude is the gateway to a closer walk with your Lord, but gratitude is the gateway to just a better life. Gratitude is the gateway to more joy. And she said, basically, if you read Psalm 16:11, you will have access to fullness of joy when you have that gratitude, when you are thankful. And y'all know that when you're thankful, you put it out there and it comes back tenfold, 100-fold. And when you are not feeling gracious, when you are not feeling like you want to help somebody or you want to be nice to somebody, especially if they've been mean to you, that's the time you really should, because you're going to be taking the higher road and you're going to be showing grace where, they might not have had anybody show them grace all day, all week, all month, all year. And, we always say hurting people hurt others, right? Hurting people hurt others. So it may not be you. It may not be you. I had a girl send me a text message a few days ago, and I knew it was not me. I knew she was having a bad day. It was like, no, stop. And the next day she sent me a text and was like, I'm so sorry. I was having the worst day of my life. Well, if I had reacted to that with harshness, if I had met negative with negative, nobody would have won, right? That relationship would have been damaged. So I'm not saying be a doormat. I'm just saying take your time in responding. The next thing it will bring you is a much more abundant life. And when you're looking at joy and you're looking at gratitude and being gracious and grateful, like Rita Ora said in the song, being grateful, you are going to have an aura of positivity and people are going to be drawn to you. And I'm not just saying this is going to help you in your business, although it will, but it's just going to help you in life. It's going to help you in your daily walk because things are hard right now, guys. It is hard. I know it's hard. I mean, I wake up at 4:30, 5:30 every morning and I'm like, turn on the news. I turn off the news. I immediately turn on something else. I turn on music. But it will bring you a more abundant life. If you read 1 Thessalonians 5:18, it says, give thanks in all circumstances. But I want to tell you something. It doesn't say give thanks for all circumstances. It says give thanks in all circumstances. So even if you don't read the Bible, even if you're not a believer, then let's look at this. Give thanks in all circumstances. Think about everything that happens that you go, How can you give thanks? Stacy's daughter might possibly have COVID. How can Stacy be thankful for that? Well, be thankful that she has good medical care. Be thankful that, you know, she's in a safe place. Be thankful that she's strong enough to get through it. Be thankful she has a praying mom. You know, there are things to be thankful for. You know, Andrea is now thankful that her son's friend had a phone. You know, find where you can be thankful in every situation, not for every situation, but in every situation. And I know every one of you guys. I've heard every one of your stories, either through you or something you put on Facebook or some, you know, some other way. But you guys, we all have stuff. We all have stuff. And I want to encourage you, you know, and I don't want to say better days are ahead. Your best days are right now. It's just a matter of what are you being grateful for? What are you being thankful for? You know, Jules was telling me today that she's got some 5th and 6th graders who wear the same sweatshirt every day of the week to school because that's all they have. They have one sweatshirt. And you guys, it's cold here in the mornings. Now, y'all might be saying, it's not Colorado cold, or it's not Denver cold, or it's not. No, but to us, it's cold. And these little kids get off the bus, and she said they wear this same sweatshirt 5 days in a row. And 5th and 6th graders are starting to go through puberty. And by Friday, they ain't smelling so good. And, you know, thank goodness we're wearing a mask. And she's trying to make light of it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put it out there to everybody. You know, if your kids have outgrown sweatshirts or long sleeve shirts or whatever thing, box it up, send it to us. Let us hand it out to these kids. You know, be thankful that you have a jacket to put on. Be thankful you have air conditioning to turn on. Be thankful that, you know, when you're hungry and you say, oh, there's nothing to eat, there is stuff to eat. And grow from there. And you will find that your circumstances will become more and more positive as you embrace the little things along the way. The little things. Okay. Right now, Alice's computer has blown up. She is on this from her phone. And I'm like, okay, great. Now Alice has to get a new computer. And that is just, I hate that kind of stuff. But thank goodness she's got a phone and she was able to call in tonight. And we just love it when we see Alice's name pop up. So, you know, give thanks in all circumstances, not necessarily for all circumstances, but find a way to give thanks. Selfishness, comparison, a sense of entitlement, and wanting something without doing the work to earn it will kill your joy and stop your gratitude. Celebrate others. We talked about this last week. Celebrate others. Show up, if for no other reason than to celebrate others. Because the more you celebrate others, the more the joy is going to come back to you. You know, they always say it's better to give than to receive, but I want to tell you guys, I truly love giving stuff. I love giving stuff. And my mom used to tell a story about me that when I was little, she walked in my room one time and I collected little stuffed animals. And my parents were not wealthy at all. My dad was a school teacher. My mom was a legal secretary. But anytime I got a gift, it was always a little stuffed animals. I love little bears and stuff. I collected bears. It's probably why I joined the sorority I did, because it's Al Fuzzy Delta, which is Al Fuzzy, which is a teddy bear. Okay. So yeah, it's a long, there's a whole long story there too. But anyway, she said I was gathering up all my stuffed animals and that I was pulling clothes out of my closet. And she said, what are you doing? And I said, there's kids without toys. They just said something on the TV and I'm going to give them my toys and I'm going to give them some of my clothes. And she goes, you don't have that many clothes to start with. And she's like, we're the people they're probably giving it to. But you know what? That's always been my love language, is I love giving. But it truly is better to give than to receive. And it just gives you a sense of just love, and it just makes you feel good. And so, you know, whatever your love language is, that's what God has implanted in your heart, that is supposed to be a gift to others, not necessarily for yourself. Stop complaining. She said, be honest with the Lord. Go on your knees, go into prayer and say, dear Lord, You always acknowledge first, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. I am pissed. I am having a rough day, I had a rough week. My husband's working out of the house. I have 5 kids. They're all doing virtual learning. I need a break. Can you help me? Just bring down your mercy, rain down your patience on me. I'm talking about you, Christine. Rain down your patience on me. Give me strength. It's okay to call upon the Lord. It's okay to say, I am ticked. Like, take this anger away from me, or I'm frustrated, or my friend said something mean to me. And, so many times, if you give it 24 hours, lay it down at God's feet, give it 24 hours, you'd be amazed at how it comes back to you in a positive way. And you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's not your problem anymore. Not your problem anymore. It's his problem. It's not your problem anymore. You can go on with your life and have fun. Okay. The other thing is, you have to be intentional and be thankful with a purpose. And what that means is, I'm gonna put my notes away. What that means is to be thankful with a purpose. Like, if you have something you're going for and you're praying and you're asking God or whoever you pray to, I'm not going to try to pigeonhole y'all here, but when you are thinking about what you want and how you want it and that you're working towards it, it can get very, very frustrating. If you ever read Genesis, you will read how Abraham at the age of 75, Abraham was told, leave your nation, leave your family, like, your kin, not your immediate family, leave everything you know and follow me. Go to this other place. And I'm going to make you a nation upon nations. He's 75 years old. You guys, 75. I am going to give you more ancestors than the stars are in the sky. So then he waited another 25 years before he had his first son. So it may not happen today, right? Be careful. Do not pray for patience, because God will give you something to have to be patient about, okay? But, it may not happen today. You may be on the cusp of just the next step, the next person you talk to. There's a national sales director, and for some reason, I can never remember her name. And then when I see it, I go, that's it. But she's been a national for years. And she told the story on stage one year about how she got fired from every job she ever tried. She said, I got fired from being a janitor. And I don't mean a high-end janitor. I mean, I was a mopping floors in an office and I got fired because I couldn't do it right. Fired. And she is a national sales director now. I mean, guys, it's just all about putting one foot in front of the other, not quitting, having your faith, having your focus, being consistent. Show up to your business every single day. Because I want to tell you something. Mary Kay used to say, you miss one meeting, you're sick. You miss 2, you're dying. You miss 3, you're dead. Well, basically, if you don't show up to your business one day, you're not feeling so good in your business. 2 days, you're kind of dying. 3 days, We've got to keep those skills honed. And this is what Andrea is talking about as well. You might say, I don't want to spend 3.5 hours at a virtual retreat Friday night. You know what? Those 3.5 hours may be the best 3.5 hours you ever invest in your business. We are not asking you to fly to Arizona for a fall retreat or to pay a bunch of money to go to a hotel somewhere for a fall retreat. We are not asking you to, put out money for a seminar this year. I mean, you even got your money back for seminar. There are absolutely no time restraints other than just that 3.5 hours. And you can be in your jammies. Okay. So you've got to invest in yourself. If you don't fill your cup, who is going to fill it? Because you pour a little bit out with everything you do. Every little thing you do, it's pouring out that cup. you've got to go fill up your cup as well. And that's where you just tell your family, hey, I'm taking this 3.5 hours. I need this for my business. It's like I'm going to Mary Kay University. I'm not home that 3.5 hours. And if you can't, it's okay. I get it. Some of y'all already have commitments. You've already got things going on. I get it. I'm not fussing. I'm just saying that when you have the opportunity to be at something, you might want to think about being there because it could change everything. Everything. Okay. All right. Lastly, I wanted to read y'all a poem. But first, before I do, I just want to ask you guys real quick, who can tell me what your challenge is this week? Oh, Christina. Christina, you have to unmute yourself. Christine.
As usual, 3 + 3 + 3, and talk to 5 women who intimidate you.
Okay, I love it. Okay, so right now, you guys put in the chat box, while I'm reading this, put in the chat box, who are the five women that you are going to send a message to and you are going to schedule a voice-to-voice phone call with? Or you know you're going to run into them at the gym, or you're going to run into them at the school drop-off line or somewhere, that you're going to say, my director with Mary Kay challenged me to talk to the 5 sharpest women I know, and I immediately thought of you. Is there any reason why? Is there any reason why we can't get together virtually or face-to-face?
Hey, Joe.
K experience. Oh yeah, Dre?
I'm going to throw out there, you guys, Wednesday is Veterans Day. Veterans are the most loyal, committed, hardworking people. You might even want to consider a little slant on who do you know who's a veteran, and being able to reach out to those people who you might not even know as a way for lead generation.
Love it. And red lipstick day is this Wednesday as well.
Red lipstick day.
It's red lipstick day.
We have a day for everything.
I just like it when it's taco day. That's my favorite. Okay. All right. So let me turn on a little light here. And we're going to end with this. So you guys be writing down your just first names, put in the 5 names in the chat box. So you are committing to the 5 women you are going to contact between now and a week from tonight, or a week from last night. You are going to commit. Okay. This says, God forgive me when I whine. Today upon a bus, I saw a lovely girl with golden hair. I envied her. She seemed so happy and wished I was so fair. When suddenly she rose to leave, she hobbled down the aisle. She had 1 leg and wore a crutch, but as she passed, a smile. Oh, God forgive me mine. I have 2 legs. The world is mine. I stopped to buy some candy. The lad who sold it had such charm. I talked with him. He seemed so glad. If I were late, it'll do no harm. And as I left, he said to me, I thank you. You've been so kind. It's nice to talk with 5 folks like you. You see, he said, I'm blind. Oh, God, forgive me when I whine. I have 2 eyes. The world is mine. Later, while walking down the street, I saw a child with eyes of blue. He stood and watched the others play. He did not know what to do. I stopped a moment. Then I said, why don't you join the others, dear? He looked ahead without a word. Then I knew he couldn't hear. Oh God, I'm gonna start crying. Oh God, forgive me when I whine. I have 2 ears. The world is mine. With feet to take me where I go, with eyes to see the sunset glow, with ears to hear what I would know. Oh God, forgive me when I whine. I'm blessed indeed. The world is mine. So on that happy note, love you guys. You have an awesome evening. And we are looking at your 5 names. I'm excited. Dentist lady. I like that, Stacy, the dentist lady. Write it down, you guys. Write it in your date book right now. Put it in ink. It's a commitment. All right. Love you guys. Everybody say bye.